welcome back to Buzzing Threads. This time I'm going to guide you through the process of making a simple patchwork cushion. This is using really small pieces of fabric, so it's a great scrap buster. Here's my design ready to go. So I obviously started by preparing my triangles, which I'm going to stitch together to form squares, and the squares are going to be joined together to form the whole piece. Once I've got my design planned out, I start stitching. Here I've got two triangles ready to stitch together. I'm going to stitch them with a really narrow 1/4 inch seam. I'm not going to bother to pin it just to save time, but if you're worried about accuracy, you might want to pin yours. After I've stitched them together, I iron the seam flat. Here's one that I've already ironed flat, and I'm going to do that for each seam, stop in between and do some ironing. After I've stitched the triangles together, I then stitch the squares together. So here I am stitching a square together. I join the squares together to form a strip, and then I join two strips together, and so on until all the pieces are joined together. As I said, ironing in between to make sure all the seams are really flat, using 1/4 inch seams throughout. Once I've got my piecing done, it's then on to the quilting, and I've gone through the process of this before. It's just exactly the same as on my previous videos. You've got your layer of wadding, you've got a backing layer of thin cotton behind that. I stitch through all the layers. I'm going to use my seam lines and stitch along all the seam lines to produce the quilted effect. Once the whole thing is being quilted, I then need to sort out the backing, and for that I've used my usual envelope back. Another video talks through the process of making the back. Have a look at those if you want to find out more about how I do it. So here's my finished cushion. I think it's another really nice simple design but very effective. And here it is alongside the other cushions that I've already talked through the process of. If you're interested, go and watch the other videos for those. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.